Okay, so today we're going to learn how to create a Jeopardy game using PowerPoint. Now the first thing I want you to do on the first slide is just create a title, and I'm just going to title it Jeopardy game. Nice and simple. And now on your second slide, just create a new slide. Second slide, this will be where your categories and the value for those categories will be, and I just want you to change the layout, make it a blank layout. Then I'm going to go to Insert Shapes, and I'm going to choose Rectangles. I'm just going to put a rectangle right here. I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger. This box will eventually be used for your categories and the value of the categories. So I'm just going to copy, and I'm just going to paste a bunch on. I'm just going to place them here. These will be the categories, and I'm just going to have 4 categories. You can put however many categories you'd like and however many questions you'd like for those categories, but I'm just going to do this nice and fast and do 4 categories that have 2 questions each. Looks like I have an extra one. I'll just erase that. Now in this box, my first category will be weather, and the value for that first question will be 100. Now I'm just going to show you how to do one question, and this will be the sample. So now for that question, create a new slide, and then change the layout. I'll use the title layout. I'm going to ask the question, what weather occurs most in the spring? So to get from the question to the answer, I'm just going to create put another shape in. This time I'm going to use a right arrow. I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger so that I can write answer. So this arrow will eventually lead to the answer. And I'm going to create a new slide in which I write down the answer. And now I want to insert another shape. I'm going to use another arrow, place it down here. And this arrow is going to lead us to the categories again. So back to our questions. So back to questions. Now in order to get from the number value to your first question, what you have to do is highlight the 100 and then go to hyperlink, and then that corresponding question is on slide 3, so I just click slide 3. Now see it's blue and underlined. And now on slide 3, to get from the answer to the question, I'll hyperlink the word answer with slide 4, because that's where the answer is. And then on the answer slide, I'm going to highlight back to questions and hyperlink it back to our second slide where all the categories and the number values for those categories are. Click OK. And now I'm just going to go to slideshow from beginning to show you that it works. So you have our first slide, and now I'm going to click 100. It leads me to my first question. What weather occurs most in the spring? The answer is rain. And now back to the questions, and then you'd create more hyperlinks for the next categories and their question values, and then that's how you do it. You continue, and eventually you'd make something like I made over here. I'm just going to show you as an example. This is my Jeopardy game. Anything, I'll go effects of the season 300. In the fall, leaves on trees. The answer is change color and fall down. And then it goes back to the categories. And there you go. Now you know how to do this.